Okay, guys, a lot of people have been asking me how do I set up my charts and everything, what settings I use and whatnot. So I'm going to go over that. So I'm going to start up with a fresh chart uh, with all the indicators and their default settings and whatnot. So there's a fresh chart, and the first thing I do is select layout, and I was using this right here, and turn on all these right here. Now this is what it would look like with these oscillators, indicators, and everything. So you just double click on the price action here, and it will like full screen the price. And I'm using the RSI-BB here. I just full screen that, and then here I have the market cipher B waves, and I'll just full screen that. And then I'm gonna go over the settings. Um, so for market cipher A, I turn off all the ribbons. Then go to style. I turn off the pivot high and low. Turn the ribbons off. I turn off the yellow diamond, blue diamond. I keep the green dot on, red X, yellow X. Turn the red diamond off and keep the blood diamond on. And that's pretty much it. Market cipher SR. I'll turn the pivots off, center of range, and all this. I just keep the V-WAP. That's all I want. Yeah. And then I have the trader's reality indicator, and to get this indicator, just go into trader's reality's discord, or go to YouTube, then find his discord, and then they have um, the code and stuff for it. You just add it to favorites, and then you can load it up in your chart. For this, I turn off majority of the stuff like lines, the labels. I turn this off, the last week's high and low and all that. Yeah, I changed this to green, and I turned the 5 and 13 EMAs off. There's a circle. Let's see. And then go into the inputs, and I turn all this stuff off. Now, it's important that you know the trading sessions, like when the New York session starts, London session, the Asian session, Hong Kong, Tokyo, and all that stuff. You need to know when each session starts and ends, because at the start of them, uh, you'll see the price acting kind of weird. You'll see the price just pump up and then come right back down during those, and a lot of people ask, like, everything was showing that the price was going to go up, but then you see that the price goes up and then it wicks right back down. You need to know why that happens. And yeah, that's that. So now I got the chart looking like this. Um, Now with the trader's reality indicator, it changes the colors of the candles, so it's kind of hard to tell, like, the green, red, and the gray candles. They're kind of hard to tell. So you just right click and go into settings, and then this is where I change up some of the stuff. So I turn the borders off, because as you can see, it can makes it a little bit clearer. And then yeah, And then I'll just change up some of this stuff right here. Clean up the chart a little bit more. You can customize however you want your chart to look, make it look solid and then straight black. And then these grid lines, you can turn those off. And just apply to all. Okay. So now the chart looks a little bit cleaner, easier to read. And then let's go over here to the RSI-BB. Just double click that. And for this, make the plot, blue, have your EMA. I'll turn that off for now. The basis, I'll turn that off. And then the upper Bollinger Band, turn that white. Lower, turn it white. And then these plus signs, I'll turn that off. I'll turn this off. This is just how I customize my chart, I turn this into a line. And then this. That blue seems a little bit too bright, so that'll do. Okay. And then for market cipher B, I turn a lot of this stuff off too. So this V-WAP, I like to use as a line and turn this up. Let's make the waves a different color. Make it darker. Yeah. This, I want to see white. And you got your money flow. I want this to be bright red. I'll turn that one off, and then I'll have this one bright green, and this one bright red. Then I'll turn all this stuff off. Turn the RSI and stock RSI off. There. That's all I want to see on that. And this is how I pretty much set up my chart. It makes it a little bit less noisy, able to see things a bit clearer. Now I'm gonna go over how to use the Trader's Reality Indicator a little bit. Like I said, my other video, I only look at these green and red candles. Here. See if I can make them brighter. Red, green. Okay, a little bit easier to see. Now I'm on the 1 hour chart. This is where I would like to plot out these green and red candle areas. So I use like the rectangle tool and plot it out from the green from where it ends. Like see from it started here and then this candle kind of wicked into a little bit. Just start right there or end right there. And as you can see, price tried to come back into it, but we just pumped up. So we still got this whole area that ETH can come back down to. Now you don't know when it's gonna come back down to it, but at some point it will. And now look, as we're pumping up, we didn't get any more green candles until here. So, you know, you could have drawn your little candle out right here, and then look, it came right back down, started continuing up. Another green candle, it already got recovered. Got this red candle, next candle, it pumped right back up to it. Now this was during daily, well no, it's not daily close. This was almost the time for the New York session to start. But it was the weekend, so either way, you got a red candle. So you would enter a little bit of a long right here at the end of this, the closing of it. Not go all in, but you know you can do a little starter entry. Go long a little bit, and you know your take profit is going to be at the top. It almost got to the top, but you know it's close enough. So you could have got it out in profit. Then you just wait. Got another red candle. You enter at the end, at the close of this red candle, and look, your take profit's up here. Take profit got hit on this wick. Now it may not be like, you know, absolutely perfect, like straight to the top, but it's close enough. So just keep an eye on it and just go ahead and get out. You know, if you're scalping, sometimes you know all you need is a 20 to like really you just need a $10 move, but sometimes you can go for a $20 move, $30 move, $40 move, and I'm out. Like I don't try to go anything higher than $40. Like rarely I do, but most of the time I stick to $40 as a max. Started coming up. Look, another red candle, then green candle, but look what happened. It still came back down. So when I see this, like I would have drawn my box right here, like that. Okay, and then on the next candle, I see it going up, so I'll start moving my box up. Next candle right here, it went up even more, so I'll move it right here. Then it started coming back down, so I know I still got all this area where the price can come back up to in the future. So I would enter long right here, but my take profit's going to be up here. So I see it come down even more, so I would drop down to like, let's say a 15-minute time frame. Let's see, where is it? Down here. So you got like a red candle, another red candle. You would enter a little bit of long right here if you were on that time frame. Enter more right here. Like I said, it went up, but your take profit's gonna be up here. It didn't get hit, so you just wait. Went down. You got another red candle, so you enter a little bit more of your longs right here. But then look what happened. From here to here, price went lower, but then you look at your RSI, it went higher. That's bullish divergence. We're coming down. We got a bullish divergence, which means it's a trend reversal. So it's good to be in the long right now. But then look what happened. So from this area, price went down again. Like we got that bullish divergence, so you know we enter longs. So it went up, got that red candle, price recovered that red candle, and then it made a hidden bearish divergence. So price went lower, but you look at the RSI went higher. So now We had a dump, bullish divergence, we pumped up, and then we made a hidden bearish divergence, so we come right back down, and then eventually it started going right back up. So now we got a green candle. This recovered 50% of this green candle. Sometimes it doesn't recover it fully. 50% of that candle, and it's pretty much recovered. So this candle is done. Then we broke the 50 EMA, which is this green line, and the purple cloud. That's a 50 EMA. We broke with volume, so that's why we got this green candle here. And look, we still got that box. So we entered along up here, and down here. And then, your take profit's still going to be up here. So take profit got hit. Now you just look for the next setup. Like, yeah, you missed out on all this, but that's not the goal of using this indicator. And then look what happened as we're pumping up. So wait, look. This box is done. You already recovered the green candles. Now on the 15-minute time frame, we got 3 green candles in a row. That means it's time to get out of your longs. Price started to come down, and then now we're looking for bearish divergence. So you can use the wick or you can just use the body candle. It doesn't really matter that much, but either way, from this point to this point, see, for this you want to use a wick, or you can just look at overall price. Price from here to here went a little bit higher, but you just look at your RSI. From here to here, it went down. So this wick right here only went higher than this, like very slightly. This is 33.65, and this is 33.68. So a $3 higher than this wick. This wick to this wick, it's only a $3 difference, but still, this is a little bit higher. But you look at your RSI, it's significantly lower. It didn't even get nearly as close as that high. So you got a bearish divergence, price went down. Now this white line right here is your V-WAP. So we're above the V-WAP. So if you would have shorted anywhere here, as it's coming closer to V-WAP, you would take your profits. Okay. Don't try to think that you're gonna get the whole reversal, like it's just gonna keep going down. Sometimes it will, but you have to use the V-WAP rule sometimes. Okay. If you're above it, mainly look for longs. So you would have taken a long here, and then look what happened. Another bearish divergence. So from this point to this point, the RSI slightly lower, or let me see, 65.31, 64.92. So it's slightly lower, but the price was a lot higher. So you got another bearish divergence. Price dumped. You got a green candle, red candle. That means price gonna come down a lot. So it came down. You could have done the other strategy where you enter a little bit of longs right here, enter a little bit more longs here. Your entry would have been lower. You came up, take profit. So there's multiple strategies you can implement together, using the traders reality indicators, looking at the green and red candles, or you can just look at divergences, see what's going on there. Then you can use market cipher, which the main thing I like to use on here is the money flow, this red and green waves. Because look, as we're coming down, you're in the red, and CryptoFace always says you buy in the red, sell in the green. So we're in the red, we're waiting for it to start curving up. So you see it start curving up around here, and then you see that bullish divergence, You see money flow starting to curve up. The momentum waves are getting higher. You know, you got your anchor, you got your trigger, you got your another trigger wave. It's time to go long. You buy in the red, and then you see all this green. When you see it start to curve down, and then look, you got a little anchor, triggered wave. You will sell up here. That's the main thing I like to use for market cipher B is like the money wave, the money flow, the money flow waves right here. That's it. Sometimes I would like to use the momentum waves, but I like to use them on like on a higher time frame, like a 4 hour or so. Cause look, even though we, even though ETH pumped up, money flow is still red. So this tells me that this is gonna come right back down, even maybe to the 50 EMA. And then you can see on the momentum waves right here, price went lower. I mean, on the momentum waves, the waves went lower, but the price, you know, you got a lot of wicks here, but you know, just look at overall price. The price is going higher. From here to here, the price went higher. Waves went lower as a bearish divergence. Look for, you know, short setups on lower time frames. And that's pretty much it. It's it's not too complicated. Now you could still use the RSI-BB strategy in my other video I mentioned. RSI went, well, let me change the settings for these. So this right here, I'll use a 22, and this is 2. And then RSI length is 14. That's the default setting. Um, Even if you use just the RSI, that's a 14 is the default setting, so I just keep that. Now my bands just went a little bit wider, so that's how I like to use it. And let's look at RSI-BB strategy. If you don't want to use a trader's reality indicator or you don't have market cipher, you can use just this. So look, the RSI, which is blue line, went underneath. It poked out from the lower Bollinger Band, which is this white line. So when you see that happening, you look for longs opportunity, okay? So that was here. You know, use the 50 EMA. It came down to the 50 EMA. You see that it's underneath. You know, put in a long, a low leverage long, and look what happened. It pumped up. You could just targeted this area, or you know, you could have looked for, since you're on the 4 hour, maybe you're looking for $100 move. You know, get in, get out. Even if you miss majority of the move, just get in, get out. Look for the next setup. Look right here. RSI went underneath, came back up. So that would have been like around right here. You enter a long, it goes up. You know, what is that? From 30.20 to 31.23. You know, that's another $100 move. You know, get in, get out, take profit. Now, in some of the Discord channels I'm in, I posted this potential bullish divergence. You know, you look at overall price sometimes. You don't have to look at it just from wick to wick or whatever. Sometimes you just look at overall price. Look, the price is going lower and lower from here to here to here. Price is getting lower and lower. But then you look at RSI, you know, it's getting higher. You don't want to like cut into it like too much, like some people have been drawing it. Just, you know, just draw it out like a little bit. You can just look at it and tell like RSI is getting higher, price is getting lower. That's a bullish divergence. You know, you could enter along even if you don't have the RSI going outside the lower Bollinger Band. You look at that bullish divergence, you go long. You could even look at this as a W. You know, that's a W pattern right here. Go long. Look at on the 8 hour. Look at this. like I said, price was overall higher. Price is overall higher, but then you look at your RSI, it's slightly lower. 60.22. It's not even in the 60s up here. So it's like sometimes you just have to kind of look at it. This would be like an exaggerated bearish divergence. RSI is somewhat even, but the price is clearly higher. You got this green candle here, but this is on the 8 hour, so I don't really take too much of that. So don't just stick to one time frame. Look at multiple different time frames. Um, just look at overall price here. Price is going higher. RSI is going down. So we got that dump. Hit that 50 EMA. RSI, little W, double bottom pattern right here. Pumped up. Now we have this exaggerated bearish divergence. Price might come down a little bit. Let's see what market cipher is saying. Money flow is going down. Momentum wave is going a little bit higher. So, but you look at V-WAP right here, the yellow line, it's pointing down. So, right now I took a little short from 33.40 down to 3300. A $40 move. I'm in and out. If it goes down lower, I'll just look for a long opportunity. Don't always try to get like the $100, $200 moves. Just get in and out, and you're good. But that's pretty much it. That's how I have my chart set up. Um, that's how I have my chart set up. The trading strategies that I use. Look, see, it came all the way down to 32.86. Okay, but I got out at 3300. Missed out on an extra $15 move, whatever. Well, look, price is coming right back up, so I might have another opportunity to enter a short again when I see, the next setup. But yeah, I've been getting a lot of positive feedbacks on my last, two videos. Um, if you got any other more questions, just comment them and then let me know. I'm really not taking this YouTube stuff that seriously. I'm just posting videos to help out, but I might end up taking the YouTube stuff seriously in the future. Just have to see. But all right, but that's it. Just let me know if you have any questions.